Hello, Libras. Welcome to your November 2022 reading for all Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I am pulling some overarching energies, and each row has a different meaning. We're going to do lots of tarot, and then there's going to be a question at the end. You got card number 23, Peace. Beautiful message. I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, Leo and Aries at least got peace, but that may have come out again. Check other areas of your chart if you need clarification. Then you have realization, card number 3, wisdom, and thunder drum. I am going to pull 3 tarot cards for each row. Each row is going to have a different meaning. So this first row with peace, that's your general energies, Libra. The second row with realization is the unexpected. The good stuff with wisdom is the third row. And the fourth row are your main themes for the month of November. So let's see what we have here in the first row. I'm going to pull some tarot and then we'll get deeper into the message. We have Sad Squirrel. We have Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. In our unexpected, we've got the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the World card. Under the good stuff, you have wisdom. You have the Two of Wands. You have the Knight of Wands, Libras, and you have the Nine of Swords. And then for your main themes, you have the Ten of Wands under Thunder Drum. You have the Nine of Wands and the Devil card. That relates to a Capricorn. Okay, Libras, let's get deeper into this message. Card number 23, the card of peace, reduces to a 5. 5 or 23 might be important in November. General energies, you have Sad Squirrel. Sad Squirrel says you got to let go of anything that's bringing you down. No negativity for the month of November. Releasing the people, situations, thoughts that bring you down. You do not want to be a sad squirrel. You have peace here. So there may be something that's stealing your peace, and you need to release that so that you can have that peace. And when I see the next card, which is the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is about pursuing something that feels really good to your heart. The Knight of Cups is peaceful. The Knight of Cups can be your knight in shining armor. If you're looking for love, this could be about meeting someone. And then you have the Six of Pentacles. Libras, you could see those giant scales there. It's about being balanced, financially balanced, emotionally balanced, and stable. The Six of Pentacles can be a gift of money as well. It can be, receiving money that's giving you some peace. So if, Sad Squirrel is there because you haven't had enough, you've had a lack going on recently, this is about things getting balanced for you in all areas of your life. So under the unexpected, you have a realization. That realization, see, she's standing in front of this giant keyhole. That realization is that you can have what you want. You are in charge of your life. You can do the things that you want to do. You can have peace. The cards that you have here are the Seven of Wands, and that's the realization that you are good enough. The Seven of Wands means you rose to the top of the heap. There may have been some jealousy. There may have been some challenges, but you've overcome them, Libras, this month. And with that Sad Squirrel, I think that is overcoming any feelings of insecurity, feelings that you can't do it, feelings that you're not good enough. The Seven of Wands says you really are. You've risen to the top, coming to the realization that, you can let go of any of those negative thoughts about yourself. The Queen of Pentacles is about she is like all that in a bag of chips, and it's regardless of gender, but what she does is the Queen of Pentacles signifies someone who's really balanced in all areas in their life. And with Libras, with you guys in the scales, being your, part of your sign imagery, this Queen of Pentacles is stable, secure, handles all things well. And I feel like this is an indication that you will be handling all things well. The Pentacles do relate to earth signs, which is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. So you may be dealing with an earth sign. That person may be helping you come to the realization that you can do it all. And then you have the World card. She is the dancer of the tarot. She is, just happy, endless, happiness, abundance. The world is there for the taking. The world is yours. Things are turning and moving in your favor. It's the card number 21. It's the card of completion of the major arcana. So if you've been going through a difficult time, this is the end of that and things moving and turning in your favor. The next row of the good stuff, you got wisdom. What does that mean? It means that you've learned your lesson. It means that you have taken time to think about things, consider things, and you now have the wisdom that you didn't have before. You have the Two of Wands, and it's a card of expansion and growth, moving into something that feels very exciting for you. If you meet someone, if you're single, you may meet someone and have a real passionate excitement with them, or a passionate beginning with them. The Two of Wands, he has the world in his hands. You just got the world, signifying you can have whatever you want. There's unlimited possibilities with the good stuff. Then you have the Knight of Wands, again with the passion. Wands can relate to fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But when I see this, Libras, I feel like you're igniting a passion inside of you. Get rid of that sad squirrel, because things are going to be peaceful and exciting. You're ready to move into something new. You have the wisdom. You have the ability. The Nine of Swords is sleepless nights, fear, and worry. And this is what you need to release. I think you're having a realization that, fear, it should not take over your life. It's your enemy. And if you want to get over being afraid, you have to really come to the realization that you can do it. You need to glean the wisdom of the past. What have you learned? How can you overcome any of these feelings of anxiety or bother? Now, this is in the row of good stuff. So the truth is, it's going away, because everything in that row is positive. This last row of Thunderdrum, that's the main theme of the reading. I'm going to read from the book. It says, stand up and be counted. Be assertive. Don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. The realization. See that? Declare with authority, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. Okay? And this is about walking to the rhythm of your own drum. It is, moving to your own beat, being your authentic self. The cards that I pulled here for you are the Ten of Wands, the end of a cycle. You also got the World. That's things moving in your favor. You have the Nine of Wands, the responsibility, the burdens going away. You're going to be yourself. You're realizing that you are your authentic self, that you're perfect just the way you are, and that you can have a lot of abundance and growth and excitement and balance in your life. And then you have the Devil card. This is a card of Capricorn. So you did have that Queen of Pentacles and then the card of Capricorn. The Devil card is all about recognizing the things that you need to release and let go of. Sad squirrel, right? The realization that there's things in your life that aren't serving you. They could be relationships, habits, self-sabotaging thoughts. It could be any number of things. The Devil says you need to figure those things out and release them so you could be your authentic self. That thunder drum is about marching to your own drum. It is about being your authentic self. Libras, it's about realizing that you can have the peace and the new beginnings and the stability that you want in your life. So Libras, there's a readjustment period, I think, for November, but you're moving into something that's quite lovely. So I'm going to put down 3 cards. I want you to think of a question. If you have one, you can pause the video if you need to, frame it in your mind. I want you to ask that question very clearly. And then I'm putting down 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, and you could pick a card and I'm going to answer your question. I will take all 3 cards at the end and kind of put it together into a sentence. So you can watch the whole thing if you want. And are you ready, Libras? Card number 1. The Queen of Swords. The answer is yes. The Queen of Swords is a very positive omen of becoming clear-minded and communicating clearly what you want. So if the question has something to do with should you communicate something, the idea is yes. Use your wisdom. Be your authentic self. Card number 2. the Seven of Wands. And you have the Seven of Wands twice. This is you at the top of the heap. Remember what I said, that with the realization card, is you realize you are good enough. You realize that you can do it. You realize that you've overcome difficulties, and now you can have the confidence. So the Seven of Wands is a yes. Ah, beautiful. The Queen of Wands. This is also a yes. You have the Queen of Swords, Wands, and Pentacles. The Queen of Wands, that's her magic wand. She's very confident and self-assured, a lot of self-confidence. And I think Libras, the main message coming out of this is just really feel secure in yourself. Be your authentic self. And you will go far. You'll be highly successful in everything you do. And the month of November might be about getting rid of those demons, finding peace, gleaning some wisdom, coming to some realizations, but ultimately finding out who you are, remembering who you are, and moving forward passionately and excitedly with the Queen of Wands. So there's nothing you can't do this month, Libra. All three picket cards were a positive omen, a yes, that you can have everything that you want. You need to go for it, though. There are you may need to readjust. You may need to, look at things in a different light. You may need to reframe things, but be your authentic self. Be true to yourself and who you are, and you will be successful for the month of November. So that's what I have for you. Libras, thank you so much for commenting, watching, subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful month.